Hi guys, how you doing? 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍 here. This is Railroute. It's a brand new game due to release on the 23rd of June 2021, and 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍 have sent me a key to showcase and review it for you. So Railroute is a tycoon/management game based on railroad dispatching. Control the traffic, build out your own network, then optimize and expand, unlock new technologies, upgrade the infrastructure, and automate operations. Design and share your own maps with the in-game editor. So you can create your own maps, which is nice. That's linked up to the Steam workshop. There is a sort of beginner's tutorial, which I'll go through today, and then we'll progress on to a bit of gameplay. But the game itself is quite unique, let's say. It's quite complex in a lot of areas. The way in which things work is not necessarily immediately intuitive. The tutorial here is quite basic, but then as you unlock new features and new items, there are additional tutorials that teach you about those elements as well. So there are things in this game which I haven't yet managed to unlock, and there certainly are things in this game that I don't yet fully understand. I've got about 4 hours gameplay in here, and I feel like my understanding of the game has progressed, but slowly. It's a very, very tricky game, and some of that complexity is around the UI interface, which I feel like could do with a bit of tweaking and improving, but mostly it's just very difficult to stay on schedule. And if you're off schedule, if you miss the schedule, if a train gets delayed or held up at a station, you're going to get fined a lot more than you earn for successfully completing a trip. So it is hard, and there's no difficulty level here per se. I think the difficulty levels are sort of baked into each of the maps. So you'll see that, I'll show you in a bit, that some of the maps have restrictions and limitations, which means you cannot put any track in certain areas. You'll see when we get into it. Let's jump in with a tutorial. So we'll start with the signal. Well, I would start with the signal if it would let me. Well, that's interesting. So when I first loaded the game up, there was a tutorial. Oh, there it is. Ignore me. Signal proceed to the train. Click the signal. So these are signals. These are manual signals, and basically they're lamps. And the direction in which they're facing is, so the light is facing this way. So this train will stop when it gets here, because you can see it's emitting a red light there. So if I click it, it goes green. Now this one is facing in the opposite direction, so this one has no bearing whatsoever on the train, and this one is already green, so it's just going to go all the way up here, and I don't know what's at the end here. There we go. The train will continue its route off of your plan, so I have to stop the train. I do that by right-clicking. There you go, and it's just telling me that this one didn't stop it because it's facing the opposite way. That's tutorial 1. Now this represents a station. The stations have to be unlocked, and they have to be purchased. That's part of the game. So by running your train up and down your routes and getting trains running on time. Sorry, I've just realised that one of my keys fell off my keyboard yesterday and I stuck it on upside down. Can't have that. So yeah, by making money you get cash, and that cash can then be used to unlock new train stations. But you'll start off with a couple here. When it's blinking like this, it means that a train is ready to be dispatched. You have to pick the platform it's going to come out on. Then you have to, what do you want me to do? Select train car 112 from the station timeline. That's over here. Or is it this one? This one. And that one's going to come out on station 2. So you can see you can use this central timetable system over here, or this sort of more clearer indication of what a train's routes are. Okay, So, I mean, this is how quick the tutorials are. End east. Receive the train, 𝗏101 to platform 1. Click the 1 button. Click the switch to switch the track, and then make that green, and that's it. That's that done. Wait for the train to arrive. Bum, 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 bum. Tutorial passed. Handle the waiting train for the station central. So click on that. Put a train on track 2. Make it 5 times just so it's a little bit quicker. So that train is now waiting. And dispatch the train to East End. So we'll sort the track out. We see the track's good. We go green light. And I think it will stop there because this is a station, so there's nowhere else it can go. So it will terminate here. But we need it to come back. So what you can do is click the reverse button or right click the train itself, and that will reverse it. And you can see by the headlights which way is the train is facing. So now it needs to come back to station 1. So it departed on station 2. So we need to put the switch back, set that to green, and away the train goes. So we're just waiting for the time to come up. I'll speed it up again. And there you go. The train automatically dispatches. Pretty simple stuff, right? It doesn't seem hard, but because everything is manual to start with, you really are going to struggle. And we'll jump straight into a bit of endless gameplay now. Maybe you'll pick it up quicker than I did. I don't know, but I found it really tricky to begin with. Hopefully with a bit of guidance from me, you'll be no. This is my last attempt. You can see how much debt I'm in, look. Minus 225,000. I had like, I think 6 contracts on the go. 2 freight contracts between the docks and about 4 or 5 different passenger lines going between 𝗤𝗏𝗃 and 𝗏𝘂𝗧. It's hard. You can see all these dotted lines. These are sort of areas that you can't put a track through at all, so you have to navigate around those. Then you've got these areas here which are called auto blocks. Effectively they're tunnels or areas that you have to purchase to unlock. So you would have to unlock through the management system, through the upgrade system. You would have to unlock the ability to buy auto blocks. Then you would have to buy the auto block. Then you would have to buy the station at 𝗬𝗏𝗆, and then you'd have to connect the track up. I'm making it sound quite demanding and difficult because it is. In a good way. It is good. It is good. Right. How do can I just restart this? Right. There you go. So this is where we start off. So we have a couple of tracks coming in. So this one is set up to start on track 2. It's going to go to 𝗬𝗏𝗃, and he wants to be on track 2 on 𝗬𝗏𝗃. And then it comes back to 𝗤𝗏𝗃, but onto platform 1. So let's make this go a little bit faster. Okay, so we can just check the track, and we can see that we need to make the track switch there, and that's it. Now we've got fully manual systems here. Just speed it up a little bit. Fully manual systems, which means I have to do everything. And that in itself makes the game very, very difficult. So it's at the station. I've turned it round. I'm going to make the switch so it can come back to track 1, and then I'm going to unlock that lamp so that it can go across. Now, I believe wholeheartedly that you can fully automate this system, but I think you have to unlock the ability to do that. And I am a long way from getting that happening. So we got 4,000 points or 4,000 money, and sometimes you will get like experience points, green or red. Red are very difficult to get, and you have to have specific types of routes in order to unlock those. So you've got to be really careful. If you're running at 15 times like I am and you start talking, then your trains are going to be delayed and you're going to lose a lot of money. So you can see this FR2011 is a freight train. So that is heading to the docks, which is up here. So we just have to make sure that the track we have goes to it, but it doesn't. So we're actually going to do a double whammy. We're going to come into Bumby or Bubney. Then we're going to turn the train around and send it onto the docks when we make the switch, of course. Now, when you've got like one train running up and down the track, it's not the hardest thing in the world. It doesn't take long before trying to stay on schedule becomes a big problem. And yes, every time a train arrives, I have to click the button to get it to come to the station. Right. Contracts, additional contracts can be picked up, and you have to create the contract, so you will decide which station the contract will start on. Sorry, not which station, which platform at the station the contract will start on, which platform it will arrive at its destination, and its return leg as well. You'll also try and do it as quickly as possible. The quicker you do it, the more money you can earn. And if you take too long, you'll earn less money, but you'll have more time in order to do it. Do you see where the complexity is? It just gets harder and harder and harder. Okay, so I'm not going to take any contracts on right now. I'm going to try and get some money and some experience points in first. And I'll try and do that without causing myself too many problems. Turn the train around and return it. Pretty simple stuff. Now you can see the timetable over here. And what you want to do, if you add contracts, you want to add contracts in a way that you have freedom. So you're not going to overlap yourself too much. Station 2. This is a freight train. So this... Oh, God. So you see it ran through. So that cost me 500 points. You really do have to concentrate. And like the dev said, you got to just relax. Chill out, take your time. It's not a race, but I'm trying to show you the game in a reasonable amount of time. So I am kind of trying to push it through a little quickly. Worse than that is I'm talking over the top of it, which makes concentrating that a little bit harder too. So there you go. You can see we've got 2 green experience points. We need 5 of those before we can get any more cash in the bank. Device is ready. Now the train will pick up the passengers, automatically move to the light. I can just give it the green, go ahead. There it goes. We know it's coming back on the same line, and we know it's going to go to platform 1. Turn it around, give it a green light, and away we go. Now we can unlock things that allow us to semi-automate these quite early on, but to get fully automated is going to be very difficult. The most difficult thing I found is getting hold of the red experience points. That really does require you to expand the track that you have and all the stuff that goes with it. Now I'm going to show you how we can improve the whole freight system in a minute. We're going to make a better route here so that it doesn't have to go to this station and then cause this switch. Because obviously, the less amount of work we have to do, the better. So if you pause the game, because if you come in here to do building and stuff like that, I don't believe it pauses. I could be wrong on that particular point. But I won't be able to build on here now because there's a train on it. So if we just come out of the build and let the game progress a little bit first, you can see that the track is released, and then we can come in and we can build. So there we have that system in place, and it would be really nice. I've just had this idea. It would be really nice if we could just have a system like that, and then if I get the bulldozer, I can delete that section there. But I'm making this up as I go along. There we go, something like that. Now that's not going to perfectly fix this situation, because I've just added a lot of complexity to the track itself, which is not necessarily ideal. Right. Okay. So here we have the passenger train. It's going to come down here and it's just going to go straight up there. So that's going to be nice and straightforward. What you can also do later on is unlock the ability to change station. So at the beginning of the game, you cannot change anything. You cannot change the schedule. You cannot change the train's starting platform or its end platform. None of that is available to you effectively. I'm just thinking I'm going to have something like that for now, because, as mentioned, I cannot change the current starting platform for the train. So he's going to come down here, he's going to go up here, straight up there, boom, 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 and away he goes. Right, now this should unlock our first unlock capability. Boom. System upgrades. Okay. So we'll let that go through. The first thing I'm going to do is come in here. Now, the automation tab is where I spend most of my time. Automatic routing and auto accept trains seems to be the two most beneficial starting options. But I've had some difficulty with the automatic routing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the tutorial. Handle the waiting train for the station central. So we'll click on the station, we'll bring the train in. Okay. Start auto routing. Click the auto signal ahead of the train. Pretty straightforward stuff. That works quite well. And I'm hoping it's going to show us. Reverse the train. So now he's got to come up here. If I click on this and this, that will automatically route that way. 𝗦𝘂𝗧, it should move any second now. So that bit works quite well, but when you've got multiple stops in between train routes, you have to sort of tag them together, which is not quite as easy. I'm hoping during this tutorial something's going to click in my brain and I'll get it. Now you can see that there are no automated elements here. Okay, so that is the extent of the tutorial. So if I now, I need one more because they're 10,000 apiece. So let's just get another 2 trains going through. This is going to the station, so we'll make that green. Turn the train around, set it up the way we want it, and let the return leg happen. Now you'll notice that freight trains don't have a return leg. They just go straight to their destination and that's it. They're done. So, with the little bit of cash that this brings in, we now have 25,000. So I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to come in here. We're going to unlock the automatic routing. click on the upgrade button. And then we'll come in here, and what we'll do is we'll replace this and this. So now these are automated. So what happens now, and this does make things a hell of a lot easier, but not really to the point where your life just suddenly becomes automated. It's still very complicated, but you can see that all the switches and all the elements are all wrong. They're an absolute mess. They're all in the wrong place. So this train here needs to go to 𝗬𝗏 and back. But what we can do is click on this and then click on the station. And all of those switches are automatically switched. So that makes life a lot easier. Now if I put one of these in the middle here, instead of being able to click there and there, I would have to click the route, which makes life a little bit more difficult. Now when you've only got 1 or 2 trains, it's easy. But when you've got 10 or even 5, things start to get very, very demanding, because the amount of time that you have to get these trains to go where you want them to go is minimal. It does get really quite tricky. But you can see already, just by clicking on these things, it's making my life a hell of a lot easier, because I'm not having to think about the switches, etc, etc. Up here we've got a bunch of sort of goals, if you will. So what it wants us to do now is to accept a contract. So I'm going to take a contract. Actually, I'm going to wait a second until we've got a nice little gap like over here. So when the freight train comes in, I'll immediately grab a new contract to follow up. So we'll come in here to contracts and we'll say this one looks good. We'll accept that. And what we'll do, we are now deciding what this train will do. Now, in this instance, we've only got 1 track and 1 platform at 𝗬𝗏 and 2 at 𝗤𝘄𝗏𝘃. So we have very little options here. But when you've got 4 stations here and 4 stations here, then you get to pick which platform they stop at, and that makes a huge difference in terms of keeping everything on schedule. You can see our next passenger train has arrived, so we're waiting for the line to clear and then we can send it in. Already, with just 3 trains on the track, you can see the complexity that's happening. Now this one, first time contract, we're unloading the passengers, and there you go, that contract condition. You successfully completed the trial for the contract 612. Stops at every station. Your performance average speed of 38 km/h, which means that we can earn 2,800 per route, per run. Any delay is 400, and if it gets on the wrong platform, it's 1,100. Really expensive. It repeats every 60 minutes, 45%, I don't know what that means. Mandatory 5 trains. So you've got to run at least 5 trains before you can cancel it. Maximum is an average speed of 82 km/h, and that'll earn you 6,000, which you're never ever going to get to. Not on this route, anyway. Alright, so we'll accept that. So we now have that new contract. And you can see that our secondary train is now coming through. So we've got a bit more cash. Let's go in here and let's automate some of these. Now that train got held up. So rather than making money, we lost 400. Fortunately, we earned 4,000 total, so that's still 3,600 in profit. Here's our freight train. That's going to come up here. Now you see we've got 5 green experience units up here. So we'll go to upgrades, we'll go to automation, and we'll say auto accept trains. And we'll upgrade that. So now I don't have to click on the platform and have the train arrive. Now that's good and bad all at the same time, because the trains don't stop coming now. As soon as the train is ready, it will arrive. And if there's a train on the platform, you will be fined heavily. It's hard. It gets really hard. So ordinarily in games like this, you would have a system whereby you have multiple stop signals, which allows you to sort of queue trains up, if you will. Now I'm sure that exists in the game, I just haven't managed to unlock it yet. Hopefully I'll be able to unlock that soon, and then we'll be able to really explore what this game can do. So you can see there are additional platforms here. If I zoom out the map, you can see the entire map. It's quite large. Lots of areas that you can't navigate through, so you have to be aware of that. Before we can get to places like 𝗬𝗏𝗃, or however you pronounce it, I'll need to unlock these tunnels here. But in order to do that, I need to unlock the unlock, if you will. It kind of makes sense to get some more automated systems in place before you do that. For example, having a train turn around automatically can be quite useful. Oh, hang on. That's lucky. Now, one thing I'd like to see is the ability to change the colour of trains and stuff like that. Whether or not you can, I don't know. Being able to rename things would also be very helpful. Give certain lines certain colours. Now I believe that some of these features are available in the later game, but having not really progressed much further than what you're seeing now, it's difficult to explain whether or not that is going to be a thing. Let's go automation, and we'll go route queuing. Let's do, see, there's no tutorial for this one. Use control and click to open the auto signal detail. Perpetual route. Right, let's pause this. You can see this is still running in the background even though I'm reading this. Auto signal queues. It's routing commands if needed. Enables perpetual route button in auto signal detail. Routing commands are queued if they cannot be executed immediately. They are deferred until the route is all safe and clear. This is what I want to do. Perpetual route makes the current route being recreated automatically once possible indefinitely. Okay, so there is a bit of a language barrier which makes things a little bit tricky. You can see here that that train is now waiting for that one to pass so that it can follow on behind. This is what I want to do. So in order to unlock this routing queue, I need 5 of these red trains. Now they're accessible here in the contracts. Now you can see this will give us 1 green, 1 green, 1 green, 1 green, 1 green. You can only have a maximum of 5 contracts in here. So if I refuse some of the cheaper ones, then some new contracts will come in. Once you've completed the minimum number of routes, you can delete a contract from here and get a new one if you so wish. But we have to basically gain access to the red experience points. Now, you can convert red to green, which is very cheap, but also green to red, which is very expensive. So 15 green will get you just 1 red experience point. It's quite hard. It is quite hard. New contract type, one-time freight. Let's upgrade here. I'm thinking freight might be a good way of earning a few extra pennies. So, we're going to get a massive fine for the delay that we've applied to this train now. So that's a bit of a problem. Let's see how much that takes off this. Could be as much as 6,000. Just 400. Okay, so we didn't delay it too badly. That's quite lucky. Maybe this one will give us, yeah, see, 800 delay for that one. So we'll quickly get back on track. 15 times is about the fastest I can manage. But you only have to be slightly off the ball for a second and you're going to have significant impact on your income. Right, so we're ticking off and clearing these areas. We're doing okay. What I might do is just delete that with right click, by the way, is an automatic deletion. I'm going to put another one in so you guys can see what this is like. Now when you put them in, obviously you have to pick which direction they face. If you just click them again, they face the opposite way. So okay, now they exist and you'll see what happens. You would think that from there to there would be a straightforward route, but it actually isn't. It's still far more far more manual than you might realize. So I want to go from here to this station, but I can't now do that route because of this signal. So I have to now pick from there to there to there, which is actually adding to my workload. So by having these additional signals, I'm actually making my life more difficult. Now that seems a bit counterproductive to me. And it certainly makes your job harder. You would think it'd make it easier, but it really doesn't. It makes it so much harder. And you've also got this problem as well, as you've seen there a couple of times now, when I try and click on a triangle or whatever, it is possible to miss it. So let's say that's not clicking on it, that's not clicking on it. It's too easy to miss them sometimes. Too easy to miss them, I feel. Right, let's automate. Let's go. Auto reverse trains would be nice. Routing queue would be nice. Command chain. Chaining commands with auto signals. So you can go boom, boom, boom. Do you see how he did that? 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't understand why that's an unlock, because as you can see, I am pretty much doing that already. So I don't understand what that unlock is. Or maybe I'm not then. Maybe, as I say, this is quite complex. It's the UI itself can sort of throw you a few curveballs. Ah, okay. So there's me thinking that it's not registering my mouse click. It's because I haven't unlocked that feature. I just assume that I'd be able to change. Do you see how much that has, adding these has really negatively impacted my ability to do this job? Whoops, I didn't mean to send the freight train there. Never mind, we'll just turn it around and we'll send it to the docks, which is where it's meant to be going. So, okay, that makes sense now. So this has really worked against me, and now I'm going to have to unlock something to make this work better. Of course, the other alternative I have, and it's a good way to get cash if you're short of cash, is to just delete these. And then we go back to the 2-click system. I don't know. I feel like maybe that bit needs rethinking, because that works really quite smartly. But then when I add extra signals in there, it just makes the game 10 times harder again. But we'll unlock that ability now, and then we'll see just how much better it is when it works. Basically, we've got the same functionality we have now, but I still have to chain it. I still have to chain it, which again is just I find to be so annoying and such a negative aspect. Right, let's have a look. See here, what can we do? Yeah, I've got to be careful of this. Every time you open up a menu to read something, you really do need to pause the game. I think we're going to get some more contracts in. Let's see if we can get something decent. We've got a freight line here from docks to 𝗬𝘆𝗍 and back to docks. Quite like that. But whilst it's quiet, let's take that one on. Where is it? Freight. Docks, 𝗬𝘆𝗍, back to docks. That's going to earn us 6,000. So we'll go docks, 1, into 𝗬𝘆𝗍. Now obviously I'm holding up the passenger route here, so this is a big problem. Now what I should have done is check and see how long it needs to stock up. And you can see that it's sat at 𝗬𝘆𝗍 now for a long time, which means this train is going nowhere, which means the train that's going to arrive after this train can't get on the platform. And all of a sudden, the complexity I've been telling you about jumps up and slaps you in the face. Now what I should do is come in here and have bought this. That's what I really should have done. So if I just turn that off, if I right click on that a second, it will allow me to build the track here that I need. So this has been something of a disaster. And I'm in a position now where I can't fix that problem. So what I need to do is come in here to contracts and grab the platform adjustment option. Now this will allow me to change which platform this stops at, but for now we have a problem. Because I can't get any more trains out. I can't get this one moving until it's finished. It really is a big problem. Now the bonus of having this route eventually is that it does earn us one of these red reward points. So if I can get that done, that would be great. But I'm not sure if this repeats itself or it's just a one-off thing. If it's just a one-off thing, then we've got a bit of a problem. That's not going to move until 2:17. Youch. Yeah, we got a big problem now. Right. Track. Boom. No, I can't connect these two. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, we're going to get so fined. I'm going to send that train to the wrong station. Just so that I can get the docks train going again. 4,000 that cost us. Now if I click on that, it will automatically send the train off. So I've got to make sure that I've got the train set up correctly. That's not leaving for a while yet. That was a really silly thing to do. I should have really thought about that a lot more before I did it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade that to be an automatic signal, because I don't want to have that complexity and problem persistent throughout my gameplay. So we can get the trains moving. Here we go, this train is now ready to leave. So that one can leave, and we'll get the money from that. And finally, excuse me, finally we can get the train back on. Now that's earned us one of these experience points, which is massive, because they're difficult to get hold of. So if we come over here, we can now do, let's see, automation. We can do the auto reverse trains. We could do the command chain thing, which doesn't really work very well. Routing queue, this is probably the one that I want, but I haven't managed to get to it yet. So let's go auto reversing trains. So now I don't have to concentrate on the trains that have arrived. They will automatically turn around and tell me when they're ready to come back. Now I've got to try and get these trains back on schedule, which is not going to be easy. We've got 23,000 in the bank, so if I can sort of somehow push my way through. Now one thing I can do, I've just spotted, let me just let this train go. I can add a section of track in here which could potentially speed up that last section. Oh, what's using that train now? There we go. Right, so it's going to take a little bit of time to get back on schedule. I think we're getting close to being on schedule. £4,000 delay on that one. 400 delay on that one. 400 delay I can cope with. See, they're automatically turning around now. I don't need to do that anymore. So I think we're back on schedule. So that cost us a few thousand. Let's just come in here and see if we can find some contracts. There's a freight there. There's a freight there. Docks to Bumby. We'll accept that. We'll go docks. Platform 1. But this time we'll send him to platform 1. And he can sit there as long as he likes then. We have absolutely no qualms about him sitting there wasting that platform. Now, what time is he due to return? At 3 o'clock. So it's going to be a long time till he returns. So I'll set up that route, which will lock out this train, but not in any way that concerns us. So we're back on schedule. That's going to get us another one of these points here. And if I'm smart, I'll unlock another one of these. I'll upgrade, excuse me, the auto signal. And oh, I need to turn this off. And then I can connect that up like so. Then we can come in here to contracts and we can say docks to Bumby. We'll accept that. It's a nice easy one. We'll go, we have to turn this off again. We'll go platform 1 to Bumby. Not forgetting about our passengers, of course. Now, as soon as they're ready, they'll automatically turn around, which is really helpful. If we were having to do that manually, it would be a bit of a nightmare. So rather than pinpointing that in now, I'll just let them sit there and wait. So that'll gain us another 2 experience points, 2 red experience points. Do you see where the complexity is? And this is just like a handful of trains. I was running probably about 10 trains earlier and having some difficulty, let's say, in keeping on top of things. But we seem to be ticking over quite nicely now. Now, I think maybe there's a window here. Potentially. for me to get another contract in, another commuter contract. Well, that one's no good to us because we're nowhere near Libyan right now. We can't do that freight because we've got no stations left available. I suppose we could use, we could buy platform 4 and upgrade that to be auto. And then obviously we need to build across here. And then potentially we could get another commuter line in on this. That one's quite profitable. Okay, we'll take that. We'll say platform 2 and we'll tick it over. And we'll go straight to platform 4. Now, problem, because that's holding up the train that's coming behind it. So we're probably going to get fined for that. 400 delay. Now if I could put a bit of track in there, we could definitely fix that up a bit more. If I come in here and say, let's get rid of that piece of track. Ah, it's occupied, damn it, yeah, of course. Right, this one is also ready to go back now. Excuse me. Now this line will be repeated. It's not a one-off like these freight trains. These will require us to have this work multiple times over. There you go. That freight train is now ready to go back. Contract conditions. You successfully completed the trial for the contract 875. Stops at every station. 50%. Repeats every 60 minutes. Mandatory 5 trains. The maximum we can earn is 7,000. I don't think we're going to get 7,000. We're just not in a position to do that. The docks will go back. They'll get us one of these experience points. And I need to adjust this schedule slightly, but I can't do it right now. Massive delay. Big cost. Not good. So we got 6 and 1. Let's see. Let's pause it whilst we come in here. Let's see if we can automate something here. We can do the command chain. We can do the reverse round. What we want to be able to do is platform adjustments. There you go. Oh, we need 10 green. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll do it soon. 10 green soon. What time is that due to leave? 14:11. It's 14:49. So any minute now, that's going to want to leave. I hope. And he should just go straight out. As soon as he's ready, he should just go. There we go. What's going on now? This freight train needs to go to the docks, but it can't go to the docks because that's... I think there was a bit of a bug there, because the train looked like it disappeared and then it locked the line down. So we'll just put that down as a bit of a bug. It is in early access, this game, so there are going to be bugs. There are going to be changes and improvements and enhancements and stuff. Hopefully, I'm sort of conveying the nature of the game to you quite well. I think the complexity will undoubtedly grow, and I need to really spend some... Oh, no. There we go. That was lucky. I need to spend some time just sort of... Actually, which station is that going to? Yeah, Bumby 2. I need to spend some time expanding and learning and getting better at the game so that I can really showcase it to you. But it's not going to be easy. It really isn't. Let's buy another platform. Let's buy this platform. We'll upgrade that to be automated. We'll put a connection in there. And now, when the next train turns up, the next commuter train turns up, we'll have a system whereby they go here first. So this is a freight train, straight through to the docks. 2 more trains and we should have the ability to change platforms. We have 21,000. Where are you going? Platform 4? 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗃 2. Okay, 𝗦𝘂𝗽 2. So this should theoretically unlock the ability to change platforms. We're going to 𝗦𝘂𝗽 4. Now you can see flashing, the other train is trying to get on, but he can't because he's picking up passengers. So this, if on time, should give us the green light so that we can unlock the next section. Oh, no, it didn't. So we didn't earn anything off that one. It'll have to be this one. Okay, so we can now come in here and unlock the ability to adjust platforms. We'll say OK. And then I think we've got the cash, so I might as well upgrade and grab this. And we'll grab that. And we'll come down here like so. Just have a crossover section there effectively. Right. So now as the trains come in, so this one is going to platform 2. And what we'll do is we'll come down here to adjust timetable. And unfortunately you can't click on the dots, and that caused me a few problems earlier. You can only click on the station. I would really like it if I click anywhere in this square that it selects that. Where are we going to? Device 1. Right, so I'll show you how the platform organization works, and it's very, very different. Very, very important, sorry. There's a delay there, so we lost 800. So we're not doing very well. Where I'm sort of thinking about other things and I'm not reacting immediately, there are delays, which is obviously a bad thing. Now, on longer routes, I suspect you could make up that time. But for the majority of the time, you have to be on the ball, especially at 15 times. Now, when this train comes... Let me pause this a second. When the train comes out next... Let's look at the timetable here. So this is coming out on platform 2. It's going to platform 2 and it's returning to platform 1. So I'm going to change that. So we'll click on this. We'll say adjust timetable. Click on this. And we'll say I want you to finish on platform 3. Okay? So then the next train that comes in is this one that's going straight to docks. That's not a problem. So this one is coming on platform 2. So I'm going to... am I going to adjust this? This is where we got the problem here. If I click on this one, or is it this one I want to change? It's this one. So this is coming in on to 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗆 on platform 4. So I want it to leave 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗃 on platform 4 as well, and then return on platform 1. That way, we've got a system in place. So I don't have to know, per se, which train is which. I'll just know by the platform that they arrive on and the type of train that it is, which platform they're going to. Now if we click on the train, you can see 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗃 2, and it's going to return on 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗃 3. So any train that leaves the platform here is going to go back to platform 3. That's how I'm working it out. You obviously will come up with your own system. I'm sure it'll be better than mine. But yeah, it's tricky. Just to keep on top of even the smallest number of trains can be tricky. Right, let's have another commuter in here. We're going to have this commuter come in on 4, and it's going to go to 4. You're going to go to the docks. Platform 2 because you're on platform 2. Now you can see there that platform 1 became available before platform 2. It's this level of complexity and sort of management that you're going to have to adhere to. You're going to have to get into a routine, a system whereby you're making good scheduling decisions so that you can move about freely. I'm going to have to make a bit of a change there because that delay is too long. Okay, that's a new contract that we just grabbed. I'm going to delete this and fix this because this is a bit of a mess. It's occupied. We'll fix it. We'll make it work. Okay. That should help speed things up a little bit. I might try and do the same. I can't do it, it won't let me. Okay, so that's not going to let me do it that way, but that's okay because we've got passenger and we've got freight. And we're not really mixing the two. There's a big gap there for another freight option. So this is going docks 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗃 back to docks. Docks, platform 1, into 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗃. There we go. So I've got a bit of a system going on. I think it's time that I try to expand maybe to the next station. So, what's the best place to do? 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗃 station seems like a good option, potentially. When's he returning? Not for a while. I could just ignore him for a bit until he turns around. So we've got a few points up here. I wonder if I can do anything useful. We've got some intercity routes that are one-time drop-offs. They're quite useful, I guess. We don't have enough for that at the moment. So maybe I'll just hang on a second. I can now put this back in here. Now that we've got a fully automated system, that will enable the freight to fly round a little better. Again, we've got a gap. So let's decline that, decline that, decline that, decline that, because they're not really earning big money. We'll ignore all of those. We'll come back to them when we want them. So between 450 and 5, there is a big gap. And I could definitely get a commuter line in there or something along those lines. I think that would be very, very helpful. What do we have here? Commuter. But they want to go to 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍𝘆, which we don't currently have access to. Let's just see if we can see where 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍𝘆 is. Oh, it's up here, look. So we could do that. We'd have to go through the docks. If I just buy probably that line there and build a bit of track. Nope, that didn't quite work. Don't think that's connected, is it? Maybe we'll go from the docks to here. Maybe that would be easier. So if I build so, is that now connected? Are we convinced that's connected? I kind of feel like that's not going to work. Well, I can accept that job. So when we've got a little bit of a clear spot, I'm going to accept that job, and then we'll take that on, and I'm sure it's going to work. Sort of. Oh, a bit of a delay here. Come on. Don't have time for this. You can see things are getting quite busy already, and we've only got like a very few number of trains connecting. So there's a bit of a gap here. I might be able to squeeze it in there. Okay, so let's grab it. Let's say, which one was it? This one? We're going to come in here on platform 4. And we're going to go all the way up the docks. And then hopefully on to the next section. Can I put like... See, I don't know if that's working or not. Because of the dotted line, I'm a little bit concerned. Seems like it is progressing on. Oh, it's a tunnel. Oh, you failed in the trial for the contract. So obviously this is not right. Blast. It says it's in use, but it's not in use. No destination. How do I do this then? Oh, that's a tunnel. So I need to unlock tunnel so that I can put the tunnel this side so that it can come in here. I can't actually connect them up. I have to have a tunnel. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. It would be so helpful if the game told me that. It Really would be helpful. Right, okay. We're doing all right. We are not doing terribly at all. It's got a massive gap here for a while. Can we take a contract? Commuter freight. Where are you going? Docks. Oh no, to 𝗤𝗄𝗃. Oh, that's a nightmare. Trying to rush a bit. Got myself into a bit of a situation. Right, we'll just send that one out there. We'll fail the contract. It'll probably cost us a bit of cash. He's just going to sit there, is he? Okay. It's not in the least bit annoying. How am I gonna break this so that it works? Now in my head that's working, right? What the hell is the freight doing there? Why is the freight? I'm confused. This is where the game gets you. When you get into a situation like this and you're like, yeah, I no longer understand what's going on. Can I please get a connection from something to something? So I could send this guy over here. Which will get him off my station. I don't know why he's coming into... I don't understand why he's coming there. To be perfectly honest with you. Just seems to be stuck now. This is my freight. So what is this? I don't even know what this freight is. Right, this is going to have to be adjusted. It's going to have to come back to device on platform 4. So I've made the change. Should be fine. Let's get it done. Why is that red? Oh, it could have gone back to platform 1. The docks that are killing me right now. Oh, man. He's just sat there. He should have gone by now. I am so confused. $17.50, he's supposed to have left. He hasn't even moved to the edge of the station here. What's going on here? This could be a bug. It is so difficult to know. I'm going to cancel that contract. Let's hope that gets things back on track. This, I don't understand. I don't understand why that's just sat there. In my head, it makes no sense whatsoever. Can't seem to get rid of that one. Ah. That's weird. I had to reverse it manually. Right. When it goes wrong, it goes really wrong. And it's super hard to get back on track. Right, all these trains are going to be late. For some reason, we have no trains coming in on platform 4 anymore. Maybe that contract's ended. I don't know. I'm going to get myself back on an even keel here. We're losing 4,000 per train. What the hell is this? Why are you coming in on the wrong platform all of a sudden? You're not helping. Right, let's see if we can unlock some stuff. Let's go here and command chains. Can we do this one? Routing queue. We can't do that. I want to do routing queue. That's definitely something that I want to do. We need to get 3 more of these things, and then we can do it. Right, so we're semi back on track here. Semi back on schedule. Get some contracts in. Freight, docks, 𝗤𝗄𝗃. We're not doing that because it doesn't work. I think I need to have a tunnel, so we're not doing that. Docks to 𝗤𝗄𝗃. Again, we're not doing that because we need to have the tunnel. We've got the commuter thing, that's no good, that's no good. That would be fine, except we can't do it. So we'll just get rid of all the ones we can't do. Hopefully we'll get some better ones come in. Where's that going? Docks, Bubney, docks. Right, we'll take that. From docks, platform 1 to Bubney, and then back again. Simple pimples. Nothing complicated about that whatsoever. Lovely stuff. So that's going to return at 8:14, which is not too far away. That's a nice quick one actually, so we could probably hook this up immediately. Slight delay there, so we lost 100. And all of a sudden we are back on schedule. That's very nice, isn't it? Any more for any more? There's a freight there. No, we don't have access to 𝗤𝗄𝗃. Don't quite know why we don't have access to 𝗤𝗄𝗃. 14. So he'll be leaving in the next half an hour. What? Oh, that platform's still set up wrong. Look at this, a massive gap with nothing at all. 𝗥𝗲𝗃𝗍𝗃 docks. See, it's giving me the job, saying that I can do it, but I can't seem to do it. It appears to be hooked up correctly. We'll try again, I guess. Where is it? Let me at it. 𝗥𝗲𝗃𝗍𝗃 back to docks. Right. Docks. In it comes. Turn it around. 𝗲𝗍𝗃 back to docks. And it didn't go. For whatever reason, it's not accepting that as acceptable. Now I can't get my docks delivery in. Let's have a look-see here. Controls. Auto blocks. Maybe we need to unlock auto blocks. Yeah. Supposed to be here now. Right, let's have him come down here out of the way so that we can get our docks train up there. Okay, semi-automated. Boom. Boom. Go on, do it this time. No! I don't understand. It must be something I've got to unlock. But it's just not crystal clear what that something is. I can see a bit of an improved line opportunity here. Let's let that line get finished first. Right, let me think this through. I don't want that anymore. I would like that, but you're not going to let me have that, so I'm going to take that instead, and this can go that way and connect to there. So this can now disappear. No, that's the wrong thing I just deleted. There we go. Right, that in my head works much better. That's going to be far more efficient overall. 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍𝘆𝗍𝗁. We can't do it for some reason. No good. No good. No good. No good. Right. It is tricky. I'm pretty sure that's a tunnel. So maybe, if I come in here and I unlock... New UI element. Accept train button in the overview. What does that mean? Smart sort. Next station display. Alerts highlight. Train focuser. Train labels extension. Better train labels. That would be handy. Okay, let's... I don't know. Alright, let's upgrade that. Okay, that really didn't help me the way I thought it was going to. Let's unlock something else. Let's unlock Smart Sort. Sorts trains so that trains demanding the most of dispatcher's attention are shown at the top. Top of what? So we're still after this one. I don't think we're going to get it though. Let's unlock auto blocks. Maybe that will fix the problem. I don't know. Still not happening, is it? I really don't know why that's not working. Let's just get rid of that contract. I cannot do it. I cannot figure out how to do it. What do we got here? Again, loads of contracts for stations that we don't actually connect to. Let's try going to 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍𝗆 station. I'll spend 4,000 on that. Some cash on this. Basic dispatcher. Increase station limit to 5. Station limit. I think it means platform limit because I don't have 7 stations unlocked. So, unless the limit is 3, of course, which is possible. Right, so I need to get one more train through so I can unlock that. Alright, fine. So it's nice and quiet at the moment. We go at 25 times speed. Obviously, we do need more trains. Theoretically, now we can unlock whatever that was. What was it? I can't remember. Bad platform? What are you talking about? Oops. Oops. Okay, that's silly. That was silly. Right, okay, so we've got the points that we need. What was I going to unlock? I've forgotten now. Too many things going on. Command chain controls this one. Okay, so I've upgraded that. Let's get this train coming back to this direction. Now we can unlock this station here. We'll go for the upgrades. No, that's the wrong thing. Upgrade that, that, and that. So the trains are no longer going to automatically turn around, which is not ideal. So maybe then what I'll do is put that back as was, and like so. Okay, so now we can take trains to 𝗦𝘂𝗃 station. So let's just decline all of this crap and we'll start again with the contracts. Oh gosh, this is hard. Hard work. Hard work. Right. 𝗥𝗲𝗃𝗍𝗆 and docks. Yes, we'll take that. Docks. Platform 1 to 𝗲𝗆𝗍𝗆. And just do your thing. And platform. Comes out on 4. It should be going to 4. What's going on here? Well, that's got itself all sorts of confused there, isn't it? Or am I confused? It's quite possible I'm confused. 4 to 4 and then back to 1. I'm going to have to fix all the stuff I've broken here, aren't I? So what have we got? There you go. Device 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗽 station back to device. We'll accept that. This will be fun. Right, so we'll go platform 4. And we'll go all the way through. Now, this is going to be awkward because I'm going to have to do it bit at a time. Let's check that it's going to 1. Yes, it is. Just with the addition of 1 train, the complexity has gone through the roof. This should be going to platform 3. I'm not sure why that's changed. I must have accidentally clicked on it or something. There we go, that's that sorted. That's a new station unlocked, new areas to explore, and hopefully a few more of the red points coming in. Oof. It's hard. It really is hard. We'll accept that. We'll say command chain. So that allows me to chain routes up, which is going to make life a little bit easier. See, that's not the wrong thing again. Changed it just in time so that we won't get a penalty for that, but we'd still get the delay because I was held up. Oh, how long was that delayed by? Oh, not too bad. It's going to get back to the docks for 2308. There you go. 7,000 and an extra red point. Not bad. Not bad. So we've successfully got one station working. I could theoretically unlock this station, that. It's going to be expensive, but let's... What am I doing here? Oh, this one, sorry. Let's automate both of these and this as well. Can't afford to do any more because all our money's gone. So we've definitely got some quiet spells in the evening. Can I get any contracts to run at night? Docks to 𝗤𝗄𝗃. We can't do 𝗤𝗄𝗃. It's not working. We'll accept this one. We'll say... I'll slow it down. We'll say platform 2. And we'll come up here, down to here, and into here. Okay. So that can't do it because he's on that bit of track. Now, if I could chain commands together, then that wouldn't be a problem, would it? Maybe I need to take... We'll think about that. I think I can design that better. Luckily, I've sent that to the wrong platform, but it's actually going to be the right platform because I screwed that up before. Damn it. It's so easy to make mistakes. When you're trying to keep on top of so many different trains at the same time, it's like your brain just goes to mush. Well, mine does anyway. Hopefully yours doesn't. Dear. Did I do it quick enough? That's the question. Yeah, just about stole that. Right, so I'm really going to have to work hard to get back on, what do you mean bad platform? Oh no, I've done this again. Where are you going? Platform 4. You're going platform 3. Where the hell are you going? You're going to the docks, right? You go to the docks and get out of my hair. Too much going on here. It's very addictive, this game, by the way. Once you get into it, you cannot switch off. You have to concentrate so much. I'm sure that's broken. I also feel like maybe you should be able to click on the train and then do the routes and not just the signals. I'm having to disconnect them in order to complete the route. Horrific. This is horrific. I'm trying to unlock the next level of complexity. I'm trying to get access to the automated thing. I'm really struggling to get... That's going all the way down here. If I could just change the colour of the train, that would really help me understand what's going on. I guess this overview view is a little easier to look at. But the thing is, when you click on a train... There we go, came out the other side. All is good. So yeah, definitely the next thing I need to do is get access to the automated system or the queuing system, and then I can right, so this one I definitely want it to go on platform 3. Just that little niggle there, look. If I turn that off, and I can send that straight through, and I can still send that there. Wow, massive delays. Don't seem to be able to break the back of this anymore. Oh wow, look at that, we're minus 30,000 in debt. That's just from a couple of minutes of letting the trains get off schedule. I really need to get this automated system working ASAP. You're not ready to go, so you can... Why can't you go? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We have a problem here, we do, don't we? Wow, that's going to cost me. Can I get us back out of debt? That's going to be quite an ask, I have to say. That is going to be quite an ask indeed. 43,000 in debt right now. Only going to get worse. Got no money, have I? Right, well that's really, really screwed me up now. Because now I cannot put that track back on, which means I'm going to have to go to the docks, turn the train around in order to get it to come back to where it's supposed to be. Oh man. I wish you could undo the change you just made, because that's all that I needed right there. Platform 3. Right, 48,000 in debt. This will be the last thing I do in this particular video, is just see whether or not I can get us back out of debt. So I'm really going to try and focus and concentrate on getting all the trains operating and moving quickly to get to their platforms and desired destinations without any hold-ups, etc, 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 etc. All those kind of good things. Let's check, where is that going? Yes, it's going there. Right, so this one is going to 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗽 station, which means we're going to have to come up to the docks because I broke this. What is this train doing? Why are you facing the wrong way? What the hell is your main problem? Oh, wow. I don't think I can get myself out of debt. I think I got myself into so much difficulty now that I'm now stuck in this level of difficulty. Yeah. I have literally broken the system now, because now I cannot get out of 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗽 station. So this one is going to have to come in here. Watch this for crazy. So that this one can get back out. Oh my god. All because of one little mistake. Destroyed. Actually, I wonder if trains can swap over inside that location there. It's possible they can, I suppose. Balls. So we're more and more in debt with every mistake I make. Hard. It is very hard. If there was an option to get a loan or something, I think I would do it. Then I could just build that one bit of track there that would fix all of this, and then we'd have at least a chance. But having to go via the docks to get anywhere is obviously destroying me. And this 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗃𝗽 thing, that's irritating me quite a lot. So we've nearly got enough to unlock the scheduling system. That might get us back on track. There is a chance that could work. Where are you going? So you're going to the 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗃𝗽 station. So we'll turn you round and we'll get you the hell out of there. You have to wait for that train to pass so that you can come back. Right, I can do this, but my word, it's going to burn my brain. Turn around. In. Going to the docks. Where are you going? We're going by before. Right, we're starting to get trains coming in on schedule. I mean, barely on schedule, but on schedule. So this deficit should start decreasing. But like I say, you lose so much more money from being late than you ever get from being on time. Who's ready to move next? You are, but we're not ready for you. You have to be gone so that this guy can go. You have to be gone so this guy can go. What's the hold up here? Oh, you're just getting passengers. No, that's the wrong station. What a buffoon. Oh, I give up. I give up. I give up. What is this train? When did this train get here? I can't do it. I really cannot do it. There are too many limitations now to my ability to get trains on track. We definitely need an undo button. Most definitely need an undo button. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that contract. I'm going to get rid of that contract, and then hopefully that will allow me to get some finances back under control. This could be the longest first look video in history, I think. So I think once this train is finished and we've been punished for being so useless, we should get the next thing come in. So we're not going to have anything going to 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗍𝘆𝗃 station, or however you pronounce it. We'll have nothing going there until we can afford to fix this bit of track, because without that track in the right position, we are just absolutely screwed. There is no way of keeping these trains. Right, this contract is going to be gone as well, because I cannot do it. I cannot do this back and forth system like that. Let's unlock the ability to have routing queues. What am I lacking? Oh, I need more green, believe it or not. Down to 57,000 debt, which doesn't sound very good, but that's a really good sign. It's an indication that the debt is coming down. That's always nice. We can obviously squeeze more trains in.
between 𝗬𝗆 and 𝗬𝘂𝗽𝗍.
Everything's being held up. That's bad. Freight is a little more forgiving than anything else. Right, let's see if we can get this back on track. What I need is more freight that goes from there to the docks. That would be nice. We can't do 𝗤𝗄𝗃. We can't do 𝗤𝗄𝗃. That's a commuter line. So at this time in the morning, it's a good time to have. Can't do 𝗤𝗄𝗃. So we'll have you come in on. Come on now. Platform 4. Go straight to there. Bit of extra cash. As long as I can keep on top of it, we can make a lot more extra cash at these early hours in the morning. Like we could probably. No, we can't do 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗍. We could probably squeeze another one in here in the time we've got. I've nearly got enough to start queuing these things up. That would definitely help. Just check that that's going to... Oh, I see, yeah, okay. So I need to adjust this one and put it back onto platform 1. Because obviously I took it off before. That's the new contract we've just earned. You can see we're down to 48,000 in debt, that is. Again, there's a possibility. No, we can't do these 2 stations because they're not working. It'd be one hell of a fight back to get this back into positive income. Painful to get out of the debt. Really painful to get back out of the debt. Everybody wants to go to 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗍 station and we just cannot do it. We cannot do it. I suppose what we could have done is not expand this so much as maybe I could have gone from 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍𝘆 to 𝗦𝘂𝗍𝘆𝗀𝗧, but whether or not we'd get contracts to deliver that route is another thing altogether, obviously. And this is frustrating. I don't know why this doesn't work. See, I've got a delay on that as well. Down to 28,000. We're getting there slowly. I mean, painfully slowly. Digging away at it. I have to wrap up soon because we've got family coming for dinner. And I haven't got endless time, obviously. This was not my intention to do this. I just want to unlock. Desperate to unlock this. So it's going to be an indefinite route once set up. Is that right? Is that what you're telling me? God, I hope so. So look, we've got a little number 1 there. So is that, yeah, so as soon as that becomes clear, he goes. Right, this could change everything. This could be what we've been looking for. 𝗤𝘂𝗍𝘆𝗍𝗀 𝗤𝘂𝗍𝘆. We'll accept that contract. But we won't do it just yet. We'll wait until there's a gap. You wouldn't believe how much pressure that is taking off of me right now. So there can't be 2 trains over here when I do it, basically. I'm not sure I clicked on that properly. So I feel like I could squeeze one in now. I think if I put a train on here now, then that might work as a system. Now would have been a good time as well, wouldn't it? We're not doing 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍𝗆, we're not at Wilson. Yes, we'll do this one. Station 1 to 𝗤𝘄𝗍𝗆. That'll auto return in a bit. Brilliant. I can hook that up now and not have to worry about it. Good. 15,000. There is a chance we could get this back under control. Hey, yeah. Goodness me. Presumably that's a new contract I've just taken on board there. So, question is, I've got this freight train hooked up to this line. When the other freight train turns up before this one leaves, and it will, which one will take precedence? Will this make this one wait, or will this one say, well, you're not ready, so I'm going to go? That's an interesting conundrum, and I'm not sure how that's going to work out. This is definitely easier. I'll tell you what, I had my second COVID jab about 2 weeks ago, and it's still giving me jip. Every now and then, every day I wake up and a new part of my body aches. And you know a COVID jab ache when you get one. It's different to anything else. It's like flu, but not quite the same. Cool. Hey, we've got cash. We're actually not in debt anymore. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Now, it says something about press control. Alt for more precision on the tracks. Okay, that's interesting. So if I press this and press Alt, then I can go... No, I don't know how that works. No, I don't know how that works. Still getting delays, which is bad, obviously. Need to get rid of that. We'll accept that. I'll have this come in on platform 4. Go straight through. No hanging about, please, because there's another train coming. Oh, no! Yep, definitely getting delays. Not good. So I'm going to have to make a change to this train already. I mean, this is me setting up the contract. Already it's wrong. It should have come in on platform 2. Should have gone 2-2 and out. One mistake has put a delay on everything else. We'll accept that. And I can't change it just yet, so I'm going to have to change that next time I see it, which is not ideal either. Another train being held up. This is the knock-on effect of having that one train at the wrong moment. That was definitely not wise. But we have got some cash, so we can finally fix this disaster. It looks like that's the only real logical way we've got of doing it. It's so disappointing. Well, we're out of debt anyway. I managed to do that. Grab an intercity route. These are contracts that 𝗥𝗲𝗃 docks. Yeah, we like these. These are easy to do. Yeah, docks. 𝗥𝗲𝗃, back to docks. Ah, see, look. So whichever one you click first will take precedent, even if that train is delayed and waiting for 20 minutes. So this one here will hold up the freight train, so that's a bit of a problem. Kind of undermines what I'm trying to achieve by doing it in the first place. Alright, so look, I've unlocked some of the stuff. I've shown you quite a few things. Hopefully you've got some idea of what the game is all about. Yeah, I mean, it's in early access, so that means that you've got the option or the ability, if you will, to converse with the developer about what you like about the game, what you don't like about the game, what you'd like to see changed, etc, etc, etc. So hopefully this is a game that is of interest to you. And I've barely scratched the surface. I mean, I'm struggling to get past 3 stations. I don't understand this. I don't know why that doesn't work. It seems to connect, but at the same time, clearly it doesn't. And I'm not sure where. Maybe up here. Let's just have a quick look. Welcome current contracts, one-off contracts, contract limit, experience points. Yeah, see that's not gonna explain to me why I can't connect that particular section of track. This one worked fine through the tunnel. Didn't seem to be any problem with that at all. So whilst it's quiet, now is a good time to have new contracts. Docks. Going to 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍𝗍, thank you very much. So I guess, you know, once it's all gone horribly wrong, it is possible to turn it around, but yeah, I mean, it's going to take work. It doesn't just happen. Maybe I could build some additional track here. That's quite a nice bit of track, isn't it? That could be like an express line. Occupy a bit of track. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. So, to be fair, I'm not really thinking these through particularly well. I'm not like giving it the time and consideration it probably deserves. But, you know, I'm trying to give you a quick overview, insight into the game. It's taken, what, 2 hours to do that? That's another 2 hours I've sunk into the game. I've barely got anywhere. And it's just... it's moreish. It's one of those things you're like, oh, I can fix this. I just tidy this up and tweak this over here and move that around over there, then I can make this work. This can be better. I can fix this. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And that's how I get anyway with this game. I'm going to try and grab one more contract if there is one. No, we can't do 𝗤𝗎𝗄𝗧. 𝗦𝘂𝗧 we haven't got. 𝗤𝗎𝗄𝗧, no. No. Yes, we can do this one. So, boom, 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 boom. Let's take this contract. So platform 4. And you go from there to there. And then back again. So that's another contract. It's another train to in and fro in and bringing in a bit of cash and a bit of XP points and stuff like that. I would really like to see this game do well. I would like to see it evolve. I certainly feel like there could be more automation to the systems that currently exist. But I understand it's a game. I understand how it's supposed to work. I guess, you know, if you kind of do this stuff already, if you've got like a complex Hornby system at home. Whoops, that's a freight train. There's a mistake. Even when you're on top of it, mistakes are made. I'd love to automate it to the point where I don't have to keep doing all this stuff. And I think you can get there. But my word, you're going to have to work for it. I think it's good. I really think it's a good game. I think it has huge qualities. I'm sure there are things that could improve the game, like being able to change the colour of trains, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just not particularly good at this game. But I like it. I enjoy it. I struggle with it. But I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it as well. We do one more line out of... Let's do one more line. We already own that station. Let's buy Wilson. Let's buy both of those, because I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. Oh, I need to buy... Oh, no, I didn't see that. Again, I think we need a an option to undo a stupid mistake. Because if you're like me, you're going to make a lot. Damn it, let's go into the docks, isn't it? Yeah. I really don't want that like that, if I'm being honest. I really want to fix this. This is definitely going to be the last thing I do today. Right, so that's now not connected to a damn thing. I cannot build it down there. Cannot build that there. Cannot build that there. I can't make that any tighter. Track's occupied, isn't it? What's going on? In the blink of an eye, everything is out of control again. There you go. 3,000 deficit for the delay, 1,500 deficit for that one, for that delay. Let's go into the docks. Okay, let's try and get this back on track, shall we? Gonna have to fix this. I don't know quite how to fix that, if I'm being totally honest with you. There appear to be, in my mind, too many limitations to what we can and cannot connect to. Could I do there, and there? No, see, that would have helped. Okay, that works. It's a shame. It just won't quite let me put another connection in there, but I suppose that's okay. Could I get... I'm not seeing any more options here. I think that's the best we can get that, I really do. Which isn't ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. Right, so I'm going to leave it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, hang on. I can't leave it in a debt. If this train is late and we get into debt, I'm just going to run a couple more. No, okay, we're fine. That's it. Good job. Thank you for watching. Please go check out this game. There is a demo if you want to try it out yourself. Hopefully I've shown you a whole bunch of stuff. I can't do any more than I've done. I'm exhausted. the complexity that this game is capable of is far beyond anything I've shown you today. It's just not bloody easy to do it. What's going on here? And there are a few possible bugs. Difficult to tell sometimes if something is a bug or a mistake you've made or something else. But yeah, it's an early access game. I think it's got great potential. I really think it's a lot of fun to play. I'm so addicted to playing it, I can't actually pull myself away from playing it. That's what it's like. If you get into games like this, then maybe you shouldn't get it because you're never going to stop playing it. I see what's happening there. I'm doubling up commands, aren't I? So when the train runs, it's then stuck there forever. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Right. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now.